What's up, Internet? Attack Slug here, back once again with another YouTube advice video where I try to impart some of the knowledge that I've picked up over the past couple of years doing well over 1,000 YouTube videos. So obviously, I don't have all the answers, because if I did, I would have way more subscribers, but I'm at like 18,600 something right now, so I've learned a little bit here or there doing a lot of videos on YouTube. So again, some of this advice is going to be applicable to other facets of life in general. I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of the specifics of YouTube just yet, but there are some other things that I wanted to talk about here. Number one is work within your limitations. Additionally, know your weaknesses, and additionally, be your own worst critic. So look, I know that this video quality right here is not the best, but to improve it, I need better equipment. So therefore, I don't do a lot of videos like this, where it's the camera and me with this front-facing camera. Now, were I to turn my cell phone around to the back camera, that's better video quality, but obviously much harder to monitor if I'm in frame, if I'm looking at the lens, etc., etc. So I use the front-facing camera. I know it's not ideal. Most of my videos, I am in the little picture-in-picture in the corner. I am working within my limitations. And whether your limitations are financial or physical, like I have a speech impediment, I tend to stutter when my brain goes too fast and my mouth doesn't quite catch up to it. These are things that you can, accomplish in one way or another. You can get more money, work harder, and for me to try and overcome a speech impediment, it's just a matter of, people will tell you that practice makes perfect. Well, it's never going to be perfect, but practice will sure as hell make you better. But on that note, you have to know your weaknesses. You have to know what you are not good at so you can put more practice into what you're not good at, and hopefully one day you'll get better. Now, on my financial side, personally, I would love to have better audio equipment. I would love to have either a lapel microphone or a boom microphone or something where the outside noise, everything back there, outside my window or back there, gets picked up, because I'm pretty much sitting here talking into a cell phone camera, and those microphones are not the best, but that is a whole different branch of complexity that I am perhaps not equipped to handle right now in terms of how I do my audio video sync. So I understand what those limitations are. I know how much it's going to cost me, and believe me, I would love to, but I'm not quite there yet. But the third part of that is definitely be your own worst critic. Watch your stuff back and be like, look, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? And is this a product that I myself would want to watch? That's how I approached music. That's how I approach making videos. It's kind of a good life approach, because other people aren't going to necessarily tell you that what you're doing is crappy, or they're not going to tell you specifically like what parts of it could be improved. You kind of got to look into yourself and be like, look, okay, I understand that this isn't where it should be. What can I do to make more improvements to it? Number two is prepare for failure. If you don't exactly know what path you are trying to take on YouTube, if you don't exactly know what your end goal is for how your content is going to look or sound, you're going to fail. And you need to accept that and build on that. So building on the tip from the last video about consistency, you need to have a backup plan. You need to understand that relying on other people, if you have to, is not always going to work out for you. So I'll give you an example. For Perplexing Pixels, there is always one episode extra that we have just sitting in the can, already recorded, good to go, just in case, just so that we don't ever miss a Friday upload, always have an extra. But obviously, if you're doing all the work yourself and the only one you have to rely on is yourself, then rely on yourself to not be lazy. And that's one of my biggest problems, is that, man, I just want to get up and not do anything. I just want to get up, sit here, play games, not do anything, but I realize if I don't do anything, there won't be any content, because I'm the one in charge of making all this content happen. But also, when you're your own worst critic, you need to realize that not everything you do is worth uploading. You need to keep the perception that you do quality videos up with every single video. So I understand that, having to watch back a 20 or 30 minute video is not perhaps the best use of your time, but once you do enough videos, you get a pretty good feeling as soon as you hit that stop button, whether or not you just made a good video. And if you honestly feel that it's not good, just don't upload it. I've got dozens of videos that just, I ended up just saying, nope, delete. This is not worth uploading. This is not going to represent what I want to represent in terms of video content on YouTube. Now, number 3 kind of aims to what your goals are on YouTube. Are you trying to go viral, or are you trying to build an audience? Now, those are not mutually exclusive, but usually it seems to be one or the other. I've seen plenty of channels that have one video at like 10 million views, and everything else they've done is like, at like 1,000, 2,000. Here's the thing. If you go viral, what you're going to be known for on your channel is that one thing that you went viral for. So if that one thing is you getting hit in the balls, that's what people are going to expect from all your additional uploads, some kind of dumb shit like that. If you build an audience on what you perceive to be as quality content, whether or not it is or not, but you perceive it to be, you're doing your best to make quality content, and you're building an audience, and that audience is going to come back to watch additional videos, as opposed to that one viral video that, sure, might make you a few $1,000, but where are you at after that? Can you possibly recapture that? And do you want to continually increase the amount of dumb shit you're doing to catch the attention of the greater internet and the magical YouTube algorithm that is going to make that viral? So with that in mind, number 4, if you catch attention, if your videos are starting to catch on and you're getting better and better with each video, number 4, very important, diversify. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. If the only thing I did on this channel was WWE videos, now granted, I've done a lot, but if the only type of video I recorded were WWE videos, and then one day WWE decides they don't want me making money off their videos, they can shut me down like that. And then where are you at? If you built your whole audience on one thing, if you build your whole audience on Minecraft, and Microsoft, who now owns Minecraft, decides, no, fuck all that, you're boned. But if you've built an audience on a variety of content, then losing one avenue of content is not going to hurt you that much. This is why I'm constantly trying to think of different types of YouTube shows to do, different types of games to cover. I want to make sure that I have all the bases covered just in case one thing falls through. And number 5 for today, now that you've perhaps built a fledgling audience, now that you've built an audience interaction, super important, as much as you possibly can, but there is a flip side. Now, certainly, everyone who is leaving constructive comments, everyone who's saying, hi, this is awesome, everyone who's asking you questions that are fun or easy to answer, that's great, but there's always a flip side, because it's the internet. You're gonna have trolls, you're gonna have people who just hate on your shit for no reason, and those people are not worth engaging with. It is not worth your time to get into internet arguments with people who just want to get into internet arguments. It is not worth your time to engage with trolls who say shit that is blatantly untrue, just trying to get under your skin. They have no life, whereas you need to be making more content for your channel. So time management, if you're trying to do things on YouTube like every day or every other day or every week, time management, the rest of your life, and then YouTube, that becomes important. But it's not just the trolls, and it's not just the haters. You're going to have people who love what you do, and that's great. But there are some of those who have way more free time than you do, and essentially are going to want to be your best friend. And I'll show you a screenshot. Here's what happens when I sign into PS4 every time. Look at that friends count when I sign into PS4. Look, I get party invites, I get game invites. That's all great. You guys are awesome, but if I'm logging into PS4, it's because I have videos to make. I'm not doing it on my free time. I'm doing it to make content for everybody, so joining games is just not a good use of my time. And that's not to be mean. That's not to be an asshole about it. It's just, if I joined every game that I got invited to, if I did every part I got invited to, this channel would have no content. There'd be nothing. So time management. Think about the bigger picture. Think about what you're trying to accomplish. And then if you have spare time, do a Twitch stream. Do a YouTube stream. Interact with those fans that way. Because the more there are, and I can only imagine when you're at like 1 million or 5 million, the more there are, the more fans you get, the harder it is to interact with each and every one personally, because it's just the volume of it. The volume is just so much. It's overwhelming, and at the same time, you're trying to create content for the rest of the audience who is looking forward to your consistent releases when you do them. So that's it for today. 5 more things to help grow your YouTube channel. And next time, definitely next time, I will get into the nitty-gritty of things like tags, titles, annotations, cards, all that fun actual YouTube stuff. So look forward to that. As always, I am your host, Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. Thanks for continuing to watch. And more videos always coming soon. And I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.